I figure I may as well take you guys for a ride down to my local shop and show you why I think the RV hatches that we have available are terrible and why I'm not going to use them. I'm so glad I was going to use them on my build. I just saw them on the internet and thought, yeah, I'll buy them. But when I actually saw them, they're rubbish. Alright, so this is the typical sort of hatch. They say they're double insulated and stuff, which is true. They're quite nice. They got the, you know, the screen and the blind. But they're pretty chintzy. They're pretty weak and floppy. Look how thin it is. It's just like 1.5 mm thick. Got these vents here. There's no seal around there, so it won't ever shut. So if you're going on a dusty road, you'll get dust in. These here are the locks. These are the locking pins that go into here. Look at the thing that's holding the lock in. Also the hinge. I mean, it'll take nothing to crack that off. Okay, so this is the hatch I've decided to go with. It's a marine hatch. It was about twice the price, but I think it's sort of like 5 times the build quality. It's got a proper seal that seals closed, so going on dusty roads I can shut it up. The acrylic on here is 10 millimeters thick versus those RV ones, which are maybe like 1.5 mm. So now I have to make up a trim to go around here. I don't want it to be very permeable. I don't want the styrene fumes to come out. I've got this left over, so I can wrap this around that hole. That'll give it a bit of strength, and it will tidy it up. So I've just cut these guys here. I've just ripped it down here with a skill saw to make that lip a bit thinner. I'll show you how a home gamer can do some fabrication. So I've got this little bit as a demo. Now with my fingers, I can't quite bend that, but it's pretty strong. So aluminium comes with a bit of a temper. So temper means not that it's angry, but that it's got a certain hardness to it. So if I was just to bend this around that curve, this would all split. But I'll show you how to take the temper off it. Alright, so that's pretty hot now. Dunk it in some water. It's still quite warm. And that should be nice and soft. See, I can just bend that with my fingers like that and make a really nice curve. Now, if I want to harden it back up again, all I do is I heat it up again, give it a quench. That pulls the stresses out of it. Chuck it in the oven for 200 degrees Celsius for an hour, and then it's back to hardness. So it's quite simple. Alright, so I've made this former up. This is the same hole size as my holes up there. And it's done. Okay, so it started raining out. I had to throw a tarp over the top because it was leaking in the skylights. I haven't sealed the skylights yet, but I sort of realised that it would be good to try and prevent them leaking in the future. So what I thought I'd do is if I make a little step on here, a little ledge for the skylight to sit on. I use one of these markers for a temperature guide, a thermometer. Some markers don't work real well for that, but a lot of them do. So what you do is you heat it up until the marker pen disappears. Now that softening process, I'll probably have to do that 2 or 3 times. When you bend the aluminium, it gets hard again, it work hardens, so you have to, you know, maybe bend it 45 degrees, pull it out, soften it again. So it only bent that far, which isn't as far as I'd expected, but and then it hardened up again. Okay, so that's my first bend. And that's the frame done. I'll probably weld this little bit up here. I'm probably going to put a skin over the top of all of this and then bond the skylight on top of that. I just wanted that extra height so that, hold on, just smash this in. Yes, that's what he sort of sits like. I just wanted that extra height here so that the join, the seam of the skylight isn't going to be sitting in water. And that's him all fitted up. If you're in the market for a little blowtorch, I really recommend these Cobias. I've had a bunch of different brands, different types before. These are standout. They take the really cheap $1 or $2 canisters. They're not made in China. It'll work in any orientation. You can braze up to sort of 20mm copper pipe if you use the right technique. I've had this one for years and yeah, brilliant, I love them. They're not the cheapest, but they're definitely in my mind the best of what I've tried. I'll link it down below, great product.